Hello, my friends. Melinda here, your Tokyo girl at heart. Happy 2021. For those of us who were blessed to see this new year, I am so happy to welcome it with you. And I hope that the lessons that we learned in 2020 are carried into this new year. That whatever your intentions are, whatever you choose to manifest, I pray that it comes to you, my friends. So, this is my first post of the new year. My face is a little rounder. There was a lot of emotional eating in December. But, I'm back on my only water intake and just being mindful of what I'm putting in my body. But I feel good, so I hope you do too. So let's get into it. I wanted to talk about something different, and I'm probably going to do that in my next video. But for this one, I was inspired to talk about books that inspire me. And the reason why was because recently I put a post on my IG stories asking people, hey, I'm rereading a book. What inspires you? I didn't get any feedback. And let me tell you, my feelings weren't hurt because of the lack of participation. I was more sad because it made me think, are people not reading? Is no one picking up a book? Are we not learning anything? Are we not being inspired? So you know what? I said, guess what? I'm going to talk about some things that inspire me. And hopefully, what I'm hoping is me talking about what has motivated me, made an impact in my life, books I reread all the time. I hope that it inspires you to pick up a book, even if it's just one for the whole year. At least that's one book that you have in your repertoire. So my job is done. Now, again, there are so many books that I love, but I just picked a couple, and this is in no particular order. But let's get into it. So my first book that I want to talk about is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I'm actually rereading this book right now. And this is probably the 5th time I've read this book. There's lots of markings and notes that I make in this book. But when this book was introduced to me, I really made it a part of my spiritual practice. It's something that I have learned to focus on, especially as I have gotten older, and to focus on now and to focus on the present. The past can't be changed, and the future is uncertain, and also it is not guaranteed. All you have is now, and this book is excellent. And I hope you make it a part of your spiritual practice as well. But The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Second book I want to go into, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Now, my favorite Toni Morrison book, as some of you may know, is Song of Solomon. But honestly, any book by Toni Morrison is going to be a gem. She, for me, is the epitome of elegance and intelligence together. Her writing is not only beautiful, but it is powerful in so many ways. And The Bluest Eye was actually the first book by Toni Morrison that I have ever read. The reason why I picked this book is because not only was it the first, but it was the one that really stuck out about aesthetics and about colorism and about relationships within the Black community and moving forward and breaking generational curses. So I do recommend Bluest Eye if you haven't read it, but again, any book by Toni Morrison, any book by Toni Morrison for me is going to be great. Next, The Wisdom of Sundays. These are excerpts from Oprah Winfrey's Super Soul Sunday series. Now, if you were like me, I love Super Soul Sundays because Super Soul Sundays became a substitute for actually going to church for me. Sometimes I would just be like, can't make it to the building, Oprah, let's see what we're talking about today. But there are so many gems in this book, from former President Jimmy Carter to Ayanna Van Zandt to Sandra Rhimes to Eckhart Tolle. So many amazing pieces of advice And I love this book because it's not long or drawn out. It's not a novel. It is literally passages that you can go to the subtitles, whether it be intentions, whether it be forgiveness, and you can just read one a week, you know, to help you go through whatever you need to go through, or getting inspiration, or just feeling motivated. But this is an excellent book. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The Wisdom of Sundays. Next, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. There's so many things I can say about this book, but it was actually one of the first books I read when I was a freshman at Morris Brown College. Go Moby. And this made such an impact because it's really, really, really is one of the finest books as far as human tragedy goes, and the humanity and hubris of man. And it is so authentically African. And to this day, for hip hop heads, you know, the Roots album, Things Fall Apart, from this book, it has influenced so many other writers, and it is just brilliant. So I recommend Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Lastly, and again, no particular order, I could have gone on. I could have talked about The Alchemist. I could have talked about, again, Song of Solomon. I love that book. There's so many books, but just wanted to give you a few. So my last one for my parents, specifically for my pregnant women, Spiritual Midwifery by Enya Mae Gaskin. This book helped me to understand what being a mother is. And when I say being a mother, I mean what your body is naturally to do, you know, instinctual to do. And this really truly got me through my pregnancies. So for those of you who are expecting, who are maybe having a hard time going through your pregnancies, or know someone who is, or someone trying to get pregnant, I highly recommend Spiritual Midwifery. Regardless of how you want to deliver or have your baby, this is a excellent book. So you guys, that's it. Again, happy 2021. Pick up a book. Pick up a book. It's funny because I was thinking of a part in a stand-up by comedian Eddie Griffin, and he was saying, well, how do you get drug dealers off the corner? You know, how you get them out your neighborhood? And he said, go give them a book, you know, and tell them reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Reading funds the mental. So that stuck out to me. So you guys, I really hope that I have inspired you to pick up a book, even if it is a book that you've read so many times, or a book that's been sitting on your shelf. I hope that you pick up a book and fund your mental. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Here is to, again, a year of applying lessons that we have learned and learning new ones, setting your intentions, manifesting every good thing that you want in this life. Thank you for supporting me. As always, please check out www.tokyogirlbuffalo.blogspot.com. That is my blog page where I write. You can read my writings. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Here, if you have any feedback, and hey, please put in books that you are inspired by. I love hearing this. I love getting recommendations. Any feedback, please. You can always follow me on IG, Melinda Caudle 3. As always, thank you so much, my friends. Be blessed. Ignore my round face.